camp. I'm going to show you all the camps that's been here for a long time. They claim 70 years. But every now and then a good hurricane will come through and tear it up. And the way they build them, surprisingly it did, because they build them small. They build them out of direct wind, so the wind will destroy them. And they build them out of cypress, so when it floods, it preserves the wood. Well, when Isaac came through, it busted up the railroad track and the roadway, which is like a levee. And that 10-foot surge come through here, picked up half this cabin, tore it half down, threw it through the swamp. We actually searched this swamp for over 3 months, picking up pieces to fix it. And we put the whole cabin back together. And the reason we did this is the way it's built. See, the foundation of this cabin happens to be all railroad ties. So it always holds up. We stuck it back together and it came out so nice, it gave us an idea. Now this is probably the best idea we ever thought of right there. We fixed it up so nice that we figured out a way to make some money with this place. We call it the Newlywed Suite. Yeah, we figured if a guy had a lovely place like this to bring his bride the first 2 weeks he's married, shucks, he gotta love her. Marshmallow bubble. Now that you don't have to worry about her leaving you because there's no place for her to go. There's another one right there.
Where's the big ones at?
Hang on. In a rush? So that's what I said. The mother boats went there. I'll go back there now. I ain't gonna see them. Now on that, you can save plenty of money. Imagine for 2 weeks you can't get to Walmart or the mall. But you're gonna pay for the place. If you marry her, she's worth it. Body love it when you spend money on it. $7.50 a night. Watch how nice it is. And we even fixed it up and added some Cajun luxury to it. And it got ripped apart. We took the bathtub out, put it outside, then we built the shower outside. We made it a luxury. See, we figured this way you take a bath in the daytime, you get a tan at the same time.
That's
That's how we live, y'all. If you come to my house, pull your boat up to the dock, you catch a line. You step out the boat, you walk right inside my front door. If you come to my house in a vehicle, you park in the driveway. You gotta get out of the vehicle, walk around the house to get to my front door. My front door is right on the water. My back door faces the road. Now we're gonna drop the kids off here, but kids, when you get off, make sure you get on the dock, you jump high, you hit, jump over that 6-foot gate. She loves kids. Might not be on the dock no more. I'll be there. She's not. It stays up there. She's back over there in the mud way over there, straight ahead.
Oh, there's an alligator. Right there. Oh, I see it.
Oh, I see the 6 foot.
She's over there in the mud. Oh, she might be on the bank there. She was on the dock this morning. She just stayed up there.
Oh, that's the honeymoon suite? You stay there?
Yeah, absolutely not.
We don't cut the weeds out because it's so pretty. It's all goldenrods.
Goldenrods.
Want to stay there tonight, Mr. Reagan?
Now, isn't that nice? They ain't got nothing like that in the city, boy. Hey, girl. Let's see. Come here. Come here, sugar. That's a kid. Come on.
That's kids.
Oh, that's a small one.
Come here, girl.
Oh, there she is.
Come see. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up. Up.
A hot dog.
Come here. Come here, girl. Here. Here. Come on. Here. Here. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come here. 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 Come on. Come on. Up. Buddy. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on.
How long is she approximately?
She stays out in the weather a lot. She could be as long as this 15. She'll bear it. Come on, up.
She went up.
Come here, open your mouth. Up.
She's trained.
All right, now the kids are gonna go swimming. Wait, I'll get some white back.
Bring it on, Reagan. You want to play with her? You do.
Excuse me.
You know, I say this to everybody. When y'all leave here, y'all gonna have a whole different outlook about the swamp. 'Cause everybody watches this stupid thing called a TV. They do give you the wrong impression about a lot of stuff. I mean, they really do, you know, it's a shame. You know, these guys film the swamp, man. They come back here, and I know these guys got a problem. They've probably been dropped on their head one too many times when they were babies. They come back here, they bring stuff here that has nothing to do with the swamp, like voodoo people. They hire them to come back here, they hire us to protect them while they're here. Make it seem like they got something to do with the swamp. Then they make this place look like the scariest and spookiest place there is. Well, wasted money. If they want to scare people, just go outside the front door and film the neighborhood. That ought to do it. One of the safest places you could be.
That one wants a snack too. There's another one, baby. Come here.
I actually live in the swamp. I would move from the swamp. You couldn't show me a safer place to live. See, back here, there's nothing that'll harm you. That's why we swim in these waters. This water's clean. There's no chlorine in this water. The reason it looks dark is the daylight reflected on a shallow, muddy bottom. No chlorine. It's clean. These right here is real shallow. They ain't got 3 feet of water. These alligators we have in here are like snakes. They're more afraid of us than we are them. As long as you don't harm them, corner them, mess with them. They're younger than that, still avoid you. They're not afraid of you. Watch TV, whole different story. Imagine, everywhere we swim, there's alligators, and they attack people. In the summer, you'd hear 50, 60 attacks a day, every day. They're actually that afraid. So when you hear of an alligator attack, it's called human stupidity. Might have caused an attack. There's no such thing as an alligator attack. That's people putting their foot in their mouth when they talk. Alligators don't attack people, they're afraid. Every time somebody gets bit by an alligator, they call it alligator attack. That's humans that caused that. The little boy in Florida, 2 years old. Could have told you the truth right away. I know somebody had to know. People wasn't from down in Florida, from up north. The little boy stepped on the alligator. That's why he bit him. The heat index, my boss and his wife was in that resort at the same time. The heat index, it was hot. It was way over 90 degrees. Alligators buried in the mud over 90. Over 90 is too cold. I mean, too hot. Over 70 is too cold. They buried in the mud to cool off. The little boy was walking 9:30 at night in a foot of water. Alligator was buried in the mud. He couldn't see him. The only thing sticking out of the water was his nose. When he stepped on the alligator could only see straight ahead, so he didn't know what it was. He grabbed the little boy. You know, 3 days later, Orlando determined this. The alligator bit that little boy and didn't hurt him. Didn't break the skin, didn't break no bones. The little boy was pretty fine. If he'd have let him go, he would have lived. Problem is, they chased the alligator. When he chased it, they thing thrust 25 miles an hour on the water. The alligator got scared. The last thing his mind was to let the little boy go. He was scared. He went on the water, he thrust 25 miles an hour. When that alligator popped up, he let the little boy go. The little boy drowned. It wouldn't have spooked the, not knowing, it wouldn't spook the alligator, he'd let the little boy go, he would live. Same way with the little girl right after that. An 8-foot alligator bit on the leg, on the knee. They claimed the alligator attacked her. That's the stupidest thing I heard. Why would the alligator grab that little girl's leg? Grab her and let her go. If he wanted to eat, he'd have grabbed and yanked the leg off. He's that powerful. I mean, this thing will take down a full-grown cow or a full-grown deer. He grabbed her leg, because she bumped it. It was underwater. She didn't see it. She bumped it and grabbed her, but didn't let her go. He didn't want to eat her. He took the leg off. So you see, I mean, it all makes sense. It's something that, it's not the story they come out with. You know, the news media, they're going to make a story. Right away, they got to build a story. But they have to know what happens. They got to have a story. I'll show y'all something. Here you. I'm going to give you two. You better get them both, you hear?
Everything like marshmallows, huh?
Let me tell y'all what we do here. We do videos here. 4 years ago, a little girl out of England come here. She did a video and a song actually hit #1 in the charts. The girl's name was Ella Henderson. She did a video here called Ghost. At the same time, a group out of Australia come here. They call themselves Wolf Mother. They did a song called Black River. 6 years ago, a little girl out of Canada came here. Lindy Ortega, country singer. She made a song about Mardi Gras. She won an award for hers too. It's called Black Fly. Last year, a friend of mine introduced the group to me. I took a few of the guys on a little private tour. I know y'all heard of them. They've been around a few years. They call themselves Guns N' Roses. We had fun with them. But you know, 6 years ago, Isaac took half this cabin apart and everybody said throw a match on it. But look, we put it back together. See, I had a better idea. Why burn a good thing? 3 months before Isaac hit it, my boss made me spend a whole day back here with 12 gorgeous young ladies. And all day they look out, did bikini shots. And for 3 years they used the photos to make calendars. The calendars was for Hooters in front of the Cajun condo. So I got to thinking, you know, one day, them calendars are going to get old. And it just might need some new calendars. Just in case. We put it all back together. This is how I live, y'all. Go up to my house, catch a line, just walk right inside my front door. Actually, this is my front door of my house. The bottom of this picture. And that's my front yard, and that's our swimming pool. I got a few of these little ones, they're only 10 feet. They're the females. You don't see the male. The male I got, about this is my front door I'm standing in. My big male's about 17 feet. They about 12, 1500 pounds. But look, this is my living room of my house. I do live a very simple and normal life, but a lot different than most people. This is my living room. That's Kay Lynn, 2 years old, Paul's little girl, the oldest one. You ready to graduate? She was 2 back then. The little girl's 2, the alligator's 6.5. The alligator's my daughter. Not the little girl. That's where she was raised, in the living room. The other ones are raised in the dining room. There's a big difference here, having alligators in the house than having kids. Alligators listen. Alright, check it out. This is one of the things I said I was going to talk about. And it really amazes me with this stuff. Because I tell you, in almost 30 years, I can't say how many retired professors have rode the boat. Come out here to learn new things. Hey, Pee-wee. What you doing, bugger? Come out here to learn new things. They teach school all their life, and when they retire, they travel all over the world just to learn new stuff. And not one of them yet have known this and taught school all their life. And it's amazing how many people have this stuff and use this stuff and don't realize what it is. We've been using this stuff for several hundred years and still use it today. And some of you haven't. The gray stuff hanging from the tree is called Spanish moss. And there's a reason the Indians give it that name. Years ago, before the Acadians settled here, the native Indians didn't have facial hair. They'd never seen facial hair before. When the Spaniards come here, a lot of them had long gray beards and it fascinated them, so they started calling those trees the bearded trees. Well, they call the moss the Spanish moss. It's not a moss, and it's not a parasite. The stuff actually belongs to the pineapple family. It's like an air plant. It's a vermilion. It grows in the tree. It doesn't harm the tree. It doesn't even survive off of the tree. It actually survives off the nutrients in air. You hang the stuff around pollution, it'll die. Problem with the moss, it grows in very few trees. Oak, cypress, hackberry, some of the maple, but it will grow in dead trees and dead limbs. And that's why people think it kills them. The early sellers used to pick the stuff and sell it. They get about a nickel a pound. They pick several hundred pounds a day to make a couple of dollars. To use the moss, it had to be treated. So they put it in water and let it soak for months at a time, 6, 7 months or better. The problem is when that gray stuff stays wet for over 6 months, it looks different. So they gave it another name. And that's why today a lot of people don't realize what it is. Get it right there. After that stuff stays wet for over 6 months, it looks like this. This is the centerpiece of that grape. It turns black and stringy like a piece of burnt Brillo. So they take it out of the water, shake it out, hang it over a fence, let it dry, and called it something else. The gray stuff, once it's treated, is the same stuff we've always known of. It's horsehair. Years ago, the Model A Ford, the Model T Ford, a lot of the antique furniture had horsehair seats. There it is. They stuff pillows and mattresses. Today, they actually make hair with it. It's called weave. They use it with clay mud to pack the cracks in the home. The Indians make string and rope. Up north, it's used in a plaster. If you got a new house with carpet, you probably have horsehair matting under it. If you have horsehair pottery, that's what's in the clay. Whenever you hear the word horsehair, all it actually is that it's an air plant. It's related to the pineapple family. It's a vermilion. It's that air plant hanging on the tree. I mean, common sense, y'all. A horse don't have no hair. You see somebody shaving a horse, they need to ride to the nearest rehab. They got a major problem. Shaving a horse. Well, his dad's going to school, man. That's why I never pitch. I could throw a marshmallow, but I never could pitch. Go to school to do that. Tom. You know, growing up, my life was different, yeah. My poor teacher, she couldn't teach me nothing. I mean, she went to college, didn't learn nothing. I mean, she couldn't talk French, had to change the language. I used to trawl. I've been running boats. I was 13 years old. Trawl boat, we run trawl, we crab. She couldn't patch a crab trap or patch a trawl, much less make a crab trap or make a trawl. She couldn't trap or hunt. What's she gonna teach me? And I didn't have time to help out. I hope she made out all right one day. See that big white bird? That's a great egret. See Cajuns? You get you two of them birds like that, man, you take the feathers off and you hide them. You call it a chicken, you put that in a gumbo. Don't get caught with the feathers. Great egret.
Will the alligators eat those birds?
You catch it for me? You probably ate them birds before. You ate in the city? They don't tell you what they cook. They just call it something else. It's gotta be, because whoever came up with that goofy idea, I'd like to be that ignorant person. Oh boy. Somebody come out and palm in that sign in the yard. Come on, alligator tastes like chicken. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. You ever ate a fishy tasting chicken? Me neither. Tastes like chicken. That's stupid to say if it tastes like chicken. If it did, why not buy a chicken? Chicken's not tough, it's tender, it's only $1 a pound. Alligator's $20 a pound and it's chewy. Save the 19 bucks and get something tender. No, but if it tastes like chicken, they feed you chicken. They just added another $19 a pound to change the name. That's why I said somebody tell you that, punch them in the mouth, knock some teeth out, get something out the deal. Yeah, actually, alligator tastes like frog legs. I'm Cajun, we don't eat it, okay? So, I mean, you know, ever since they started selling it to the tourists, we quit eating alligator. You know, we came by, well, it was all Cajun country. When we had it for nothing, we'd cook it, not to waste it, but we actually, since I was a kid, alligator was crab bait. Put it in rock salt, it's the hardest meat. You try to get that tree and knock a notch in that tree. It is, it's tough, tough, tough. There's certain ways you can cook it, but to buy it, it ain't worth it. I remember over 40 years ago, we got $65 a pound one year, $65 a foot for alligator hide. This year, the meat is worth more than the hide.
Can you tell us the difference between Cajun and Creole?
Totally different cultures altogether. We don't have Creoles where I live, and there's no Cajuns in the city. See, they're French from France and Spanish. We're French from Nova Scotia and Indian. Totally different cultures altogether. Now, this proves you went to school, okay? Why is everything eating marshmallows?
Because of the bullshit with her.
See what school does you? Figured that out by myself.
They taste good.
They're marsh animals. Come on. Alright, y'all check it out. These are cypress trees. They're unique. They're actually one of the oldest living trees in the world. You know they claim these trees live 3,000